that sucked what you did. You're just a jackass.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
I was on another website. I was just, I fall into these holes. And these are phrases people feel if you use them, you have low emotional intelligence.
Uh-oh.
Of course, emotional intelligence, I guess we define it as the ability to perceive and evaluate feelings accurately in ourselves and others. Maybe. Okay. These phrases may show signs of low emotional intelligence. Number one, I'm not changing. This is who I am.
Oh, that's a bad one.
They say here people that have low emotional intelligence are stuck in their ways, refuse to evolve. Instead, you should say, I want to be open to feedback even when it's hard to hear. Ooh, I hate that one too.
Yeah.
All right. But I feel like we all sort of morph into where we need to go in order to grow, right? Don't we?
I think so. I think most of us do in this room.
I'm not changing. This is who I am. It could mean you have low emotional intelligence. Yes, Gary.
I may be guilty of saying that at one time or another.
No, not you.
No, but then I am open to your opinions. But then I'll just come back and say the same thing. Well, I'm not open to change. Thanks for your opinion.
Well, even though their opinion is not how you would change, at least you hear that opinion, and it may alter the way you treat them in the future. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, another phrase that may show that we have low emotional intelligence. I don't care how you feel.
Oh, well, that's terrible.
That's awful.
That's
not
bad.
Nice.
Instead, you should say, hey, I do care about how you're feeling. How can I help?
Yeah.
Unless someone's being mean to you, then whatever.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
Here we go.
If they deserve it.
Number 3, it's your fault I feel this way.
No, that's just completely passing the blame. We're
Exactly.
all responsible for how we feel and how we allow other people to make us feel.
Right.
You may be in a ditch of some sort emotionally. You know what? You do have the right to say why or explain, here's why I feel this way. That's good, right?
Sure.
Another phrase that we use that may show we have low emotional intelligence, you are just wrong.
That's terrible.
Try instead, I want to hear your perspective, even when I don't see things the way you do. Can you help me understand why you're feeling this way? I don't know. In the heat of the passion, I don't know if that's going to come out quite like that.
Right. No, it won't. Definitely won't.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess the overarching theme here is being able to listen and at least consider another point of view. Doesn't mean you're going to change your thought.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right.
I enjoy getting feedback, whether it's good or bad. I just want to know. It doesn't mean I'm going to necessarily change anything like you just said, but there are so many things I never thought about that when you hear it from another person, you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't say that.
But
maybe
there's a way to give you the feedback without being negative and being nasty. You have to be able to talk to somebody, Like, don't just say, that sucked what you did. You're just a jackass. Like,
you piece of crap.
There's a way to,
But if somebody ever approaches me with that hurt my feelings, whatever it is, I will take a step back and be like, whoa, wait a second.
Yeah.
What happened there? I didn't mean to do that.
Well, plus that's a very, very smart way to handle something. Just to look someone in the eye and go, I'm saying this because I love you. You hurt my feelings when you X, Y, and Z. And I was just wondering if we could talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so easy here in this environment to say these things. But when you're in the heat of the moment, it's,
Oh.
You really have to stop down and, okay, let me think this through before I say something really stupid.
Yeah.
Telling someone they hurt my feelings might be one of the hardest things in the world for me. I don't ever want to let people think that my feelings are, right there and they're hurtable. I want to act like I'm tough, but I'm not. So if I ever say that, it was really bad.
Right. And some people would say, I don't want to give anyone the feeling of power that they can hurt my feelings.
Yeah. Right.
That's more of a me thing, I think. Yes, Nate?
I think, though, what was the first thing that you said? I'm not changing.
I'm not changing. This is who I am.
Okay. I think that is a bad statement at face value. But after you reach a certain age, you're allowed to say that.
You're not at that age, Nate.
I know, but one day I will be. There will be a day where, what? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. Sorry.
Well, that's what. So Froggy's wife, Lisa, said when she hit 50, she was like, "That's the bleep you, take me as I am age. I'm doing me." And
is that it?
It is what it is. Like at that time, like it's like whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
Do you feel that way? I don't feel like 50 is old enough to be saying bleep you to everybody anymore.
My mom
I don't think go ahead. Your mom?
My mom is 75, and I feel like
that's appropriate.
But I still feel like she's not even there. But there is an age where you feel like you can say anything you want.
Well, yeah.
Because you've been there, done that.
Okay, so take it from me, the old guy. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think there's on August 4th, 2027, I'm now going to officially be able to do what I want. It doesn't work that way. It is a slow, gradual shift in how you feel about being able to say no to people who want you to do something.
Right.
You don't want to do it. It's okay. I don't think you ever. I would hope I never ever hit an age where I refuse to open my mind to the other possibilities.
Right.
Like my dad. I was talking about my dad on his deathbed. He's like, you never stop learning. You never stop growing, even to the day you die. But I wish we could be more like that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Now,
I
Danielle.
do understand, though, you do get to a certain point in your life, though, where, like you said, like people ask you to do stuff or whatever, and it's not good for your mental health or it's not good. And you say, you know what? I'm at that point where, no, I don't have to do that. Or I don't want to do that. And you find a way to tell them in a nice way, but you do get to a point where, or you just don't care about the stupid crap. Yeah. Like the stupid crap doesn't bother you like it used to. It's like, who cares about my hair's not perfect, or who cares that this is not great, or who cares? It's like, whatever. Like, you get to a point, I feel like.
It's an evolution.
Yeah.
I guess.
But,
I don't know. To speak in absolutes, sometimes it may be warranted if you truly want to shut someone down because they're saying like awful racist things or they're hurting someone with their opinion. Don't you think at that point it's okay to say, hey, that is so wrong what you're saying?
Of course.
I mean, how if someone is going on a racist rant, how can you stop down and analyze it and try to understand middle ground with them? I don't know how I could do that.
Not at all.
But I just hope I never ever hang out with someone like that. But I will tell you, back to this evolution thing where you feel like later in life you can just brush things off because it's like, never mind, I don't need to deal with that. It does make you stop and go, why did I not have the ability to do that earlier in my life?
Yep.
You can't go back and change it.
No.
You can't feel as if you've wasted time agreeing to go to parties you didn't want to go to because you felt pressured. But at some point, it's okay to go, I don't want to do that, but thanks for your invite. Yeah, Danielle.
But it's like what we always say. Like sometimes if someone gets sick and they have cancer and they go through a life-altering something, you realize, oh my gosh, don't sweat the small stuff. Why didn't I live every day to the fullest before? And it takes something major that happens in your life for you to open up your eyes and realize. And why does it take that? There's got to be a reason it takes these things.
We're learning. I think it's we're evolving, and I think that's all a part of our journey, right? I guess evolving is how you learn things. We can't be born wired to have all this knowledge and power to say no. Can you imagine being 2 years old and saying no? No, you're still learning. You're learning why yes should be an answer. I don't know. Not a parent.
And by the way, I don't want you to think Froggy's wife Lisa is an idiot. She just is 50 and she thinks like now she can kind of like do what she wants to do. Not say nasty things, but like, you know what I mean? Like
I think that's the opposite of idiot.
Who cares? Who cares what people think about certain things that are not important? Like that type of a thing,
All right.
Yeah.